What's up, everybody? Hope you're doing good. Got another fine one tonight. We're going to get going here in about a minute. So give us just a second. I'm actually waiting on the executive producer. She was in a meeting. It's got me nervous. Got you all set up.
Thanks.
Hey, Lynn. So we're going to do a little version of our Taco Tuesday here. Do something a little different. All right. It's about 30 seconds. Cat just got... She just got out, and we're going to get started.
I'm still on a conference call, though.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and start talking about... all right, we got a shout out for the Altos. I like it.
Ooh.
Yeah. All right, so let's get going. Here's what we got for tonight. We've had some people kind of asking, what can we do? I like to see a little simpler things. And not that I think the things that we've been doing are really complicated, but, kind of have a fun family night. Let's do tacos, but let's switch it up a bit. Instead of just browning up some old 80-20 ground beef, what can we do to spice it up? So we're going to do some little spicy shrimp tacos. We're going to make a garlic, cilantro, lime cream sauce. And then we are going to make, or attempt to make, a queso, which everybody loves. But we're going to do it out here on the egg in a cast iron skillet.
I found one in Southern Living magazine the other night, and I just looked. I must have been really hungry when I saw it or something.
It caught your eye?
Yeah.
She's been mentioning it to me ever since.
I know.
So let's get going. So the first thing that I want to do is, as I mentioned, we're going to have a little bit, we're going to make a cilantro lime sauce, cilantro lime garlic cream sauce, but I've also got a little bit of a slaw. So we're going to put that slaw on top of our tacos when we're done. If you choose to, you could have it on the side. Now look, I didn't do anything fancy here. I bought a store bag from Kroger. I like that it has the carrots in it. Just another little flavor, another little crunch. So we've just got a bag, coleslaw, cabbage, and carrots. All right. But I want to get that marinating as soon as I can. So I want to get this sauce going. And the shrimp aren't going to take any time at all. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to make this sauce. Not sure if everyone has one. To me, we have this little Ninja. It could have even been was that on like an infomercial or something like that? But this thing is fantastic. You want to make a smoothie in the morning. You want to make little salsas, everything like that. I have checked it. It is plugged in and working, so fingers crossed. So we're going to make this sauce. So I did put about 1/4 of a cup of water in there just to kind of help it maybe so it's not so thick. We're going to add the same on a little bit of olive oil. I'm going to add that 1/4 cup of olive oil in there.
Tish says, can't have a taco without some good old Pancho's dressing.
Well, hey, look, but how many people who can name the green sauce from Pancho's? Have you ever had the green one? So they have cheese dip, they have salsa, and then they make a green sauce that's unbelievable. So shout that out on there if you know it. So we've got a little water and we've got a little oil. In my bucket here, I have some green onions and I have some cilantro, about 1/2 cup of each. I'm going to add those in. See if we can just dump them here. There we go. All right. I'm going to put just a little pinch of kosher salt in there.
That's right, Lynn. Taco Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday. All right. Now that I have that in there, I'm going to add some garlic cloves. I've got 2 of them right here hiding behind my butter. All right. All right. And last things, I think that's it. Actually, I'm sorry. We got to add our limes. What am I thinking? So I've got my little lime squeezer here. So we're going to go 2 limes. Get those in. Uno. I'm going to use the lemon side. These are a little bit bigger. All right. We're actually going to save one of these little wedges here because, as someone's already seen, it wouldn't be Taco Tuesday if we didn't have a little sip of tequila. So we're going to do it on the rocks and put just a little lime wedge in there.
We don't have a winner on the name of the taco sauce yet. We got the green sauce is the bomb. I've always just called it the taco sauce.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's a taco sauce. It's what you put on their tacos. Like if you go, over to West Memphis, it's the sauce that you put on there.
West Memphis?
Yeah, they have Ponchos in West Memphis.
Oh, well, this is the one. So Libby says that she's been eating the green dressing since Ponchos was at a light station in Poplar.
But who can give it? It has a name. All right, last thing.
Google.
Green
dressing.
We're going to add a little, it's not green goddess, anything like that. We're going to add a little bit of sour cream. If you're wanting to have Taco Tuesday and be healthy, you could add some, just Greek yogurt plain. Mm-hmm. So we're going to add about half a cup in there. All right, that's what's going to hopefully give it that creaminess. And we're going to put this ninja to work here. So, all right, let's see. That's all it takes, folks. Let me see. In the span of a minute, we've got a beautiful looking, wonderful, cilantro, lime, garlic cream sauce. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour some of this over the top of that little cabbage there. I'm going to give this a little toss. We don't want it super drenched, but we want it all covered.
Oh, Tish says she's been eating it since
I know
she was in Midtown on the corner of Union.
Everyone's familiar with it, but you gotta get the name of it.
Look, Ashley has it in her fridge. She wins.
What is it? What's the name?
Ponchos dressing. Is that it?
No, well, that's it, but it had a name. It wasn't just called their dressing.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to add just a touch more salt in there, a little over the shoulder, a little bit of pepper. And let me tell you, I always say this, in the span of a couple minutes, we have a beautiful crunchy slaw, garlic, cilantro, lime cream sauce. We're going to let that kind of sit around, absorb all that flavor. It's going to go over the top of our tacos. It's going to be wonderful. All right, so let's talk about our shrimp. Remember, I've got the egg. It's
Verde sauce?
It's close. I've got the egg up. It's about 485. I've got our cast irons on there getting nice and hot as usual. All right. And so I know that the shrimp are probably going to be the last thing that we do because they're going to take all of about 2 minutes in this hot skillet. So I've got our old 2125 tail off. I picked up tails off. P&D shrimp. Okay. I'm just going to add just a little touch of olive oil here. Not much.
Now, Carter just said one I can't pronounce.
What?
Tomatella sauce?
Not tomatillo.
Dang it. I'm having trouble today.
Nope, it's not tomatillo. Someone's going to get it. All right, so we're going to go ahead and add in our seasonings here for our shrimp. All right? These are all going to be, I don't have a measure, but if you're doing this, this is about 24 shrimp, so about 1 pound. I'm going to try to just eyeball what would be a little teaspoon here. So we've got a teaspoon of garlic powder.
Liz says, is that different than the Tropicale sauce?
There you go.
Woo!
Winner, winner, chicken dinner. It's Poncho's Tropicale.
And I said it right that time.
Yep.
Hey, Joey.
All right,
Liz is the big
she's
winner.
the big winner. Garlic powder, onion powder. We got a little cumin. It wouldn't be a little Taco Tuesday if we didn't have a little bit of cumin. All right, and last but not least, we're going to add a little chili powder. All right, and this is one that, once again, I always got to shout out people that support me. This is Hoff's Chuck Wagon Chili Powder. This is a brand of products over at our old friends the Waxlers over at Dixie Pickers. They make a line of products, barbecue sauce, everything. So we needed some chili powder, so we're using the Hoffs tonight.
Is that like...
Smell that. It smells awesome. That chili powder. Smells really good.
Is that like David Hasselhoff?
David Hasselhoff?
Is that him on the front of it?
Is Kit going to be pulling up to watch our show
look
tonight?
At the front. Is that him with a beard?
I don't know. It could be a cowboy David Hasselhoff. Y'all tell us which. It could be a cowboy David Hasselhoff. So, we've got our shrimp. We put a little oil. We got garlic powder, onion powder, cumin, and a little bit of chili powder. All right. We're going to just let these, stir these up. All right. And you can see they're kind of taking on that good color of all that seasoning. And what are we going to do with them? Nothing. We're going to let them sit because it's time to start working on some queso. All right. So, we're going to open the egg here. I'm going to do the queso. You can see this one's going to be for the shrimp. It's ready to roll. I'm going to do the queso in this smaller cast iron here on the right. So the first thing we need to do is we need to add a little butter. 2 tablespoons.
Kit's coming to pick up Cat. Yeah, Cat's getting the heck out of here.
Who said that?
Tish said Kit's coming to pick up Cat.
All right. So
Damon says it's a family business from Chattanooga.
There you go. So Hoffs is out of Chattanooga. Little family business. We love those. All right, so we've got 2 tablespoons of butter, a melton. We've got white onion, a little more than half a cup.
Oh, Tish, Tish Line says she sees that you're adding a multitude of seasonings. Do you have specific measurements?
Teaspoons.
Okay, teaspoons.
That's what I was saying in the broadcast. It's a pound of shrimp. Those seasonings were all a teaspoon. I didn't teaspoon it with a certain thing, but in my head, that's how I did it. We've got 1 jalapeno, diced, seeded. All right. If you like the extra heat, go for it. Leave the seeds in it.
Could you sub chili powder for the Hoffinator mix?
Sure. That is chili powder.
Oh,
the Hoff is chili powder. Okay.
So yes, but you wouldn't have quite as much fun as we're having right now.
No. All right, so we're going to let that, let me wipe up my area real quick. All right, we're going to let these veggies kind of saute up here. Move that around to the back. You know, we're on this slant here in the driveway, so we're going to let those saute.
I don't think Natty's sponsoring us yet.
Natty Light?
Yeah.
Who is that?
Joey.
He was sponsoring his crawfish bowl the other day, though. All right, so there we've got our beautiful butter. We've got our diced white onion. We've got our jalapeno. All right, we're going to add in just a little touch of garlic here. Nothing fancy. I'm going to use that same spoon, probably about what would be about a clove and a half of garlic. We're going to add that in. We want to add that in kind of a few minutes after we start sauteing, just so it doesn't burn. So we let the veggies kind of go. What are you laughing at?
Joey says, "Nice. We'll work on that."
All right.
No, Brent, they're not all meals that we can get at the restaurant. So
no.
Very few of them are. But we might do one tomorrow night that's on the menu, right? Didn't we talk about that?
Yes, so we can go ahead and talk about it. Maybe somebody wants to cook along with us. We're going to do it's kind of cool outside. We're going to do a traditional baked ziti tomorrow night. And I think it's going to be really good. We're going to make a fun salad, we've got some beautiful bread coming. We'll talk about that tomorrow. That's a homemade loaf. It's going to be paired with it. But we're going to have fun, get a great casserole. It's cool outside. We're going to bake a ziti on the egg. It's going to be wonderful. All right, so I am going to add into this little mix here a little bit of smoked paprika, probably about a teaspoon, the same. There we go. Paprikas add a little flavor, but also adds a little bit of color. And then I'm going to add in a little bit more cumin.
I don't think you can ever use too much cumin.
No, yeah, you're a cumin fan.
Is it cumin or cumin?
I say cumin. I don't know. Cumin, potato. We talk about that. Whatever makes you feel comfortable.
What did I say earlier?
You tried to say macaroon. And you said macaroon. I don't know who you were talking to or what you were talking about, but there was something about, it was the person
Mark's.
that's doing our bread.
Yes.
It mentioned that he has macaroons, Kat said. All right, so we've got, look at that great color that we've got. I'll show you all this and then we'll get going. So we've got onion, jalapeno, garlic, a little bit of butter, cumin, and a little bit of smoked paprika. Now what we need to do is, we're making queso, folks. We got to add in a little bit of heavy cream. This is a 16-ounce container. We're going to add about a cup and a half on that. All right, and what we want to do is incorporate this. What?
Carter said, I thought macaroon was Adam Levine's band.
That's a pretty good one.
Oh, yeah, that was awesome.
So we added in heavy cream. We really want to let this kind of heat up for a minute. So while we're doing that, I'm going to start going down on these shrimp. You can see that heavy cream starting to boil. I tell you what, I'm going to do our next step on that. So, since it's really getting hot. All right, so what I've got here is cream cheese. So we went from heavy whipping cream to cream cheese. So this is about, 4 ounces. I broke it into little cubes. We're going to drop those in there. And we want to let those start breaking down and melting here in our skillet. And it won't take long. And once we get that done, then we're going to start adding in our other cheeses. We've got a 3-cheese blend tonight on our queso. And let me say, if you wanted to make this queso, and I thought about this, but we didn't do it, you could add ground beef. You could add breakfast sausage. I had some venison mild Italian sausage. So if you wanted to add a little bit of meat into your queso, do it. The point, you would start by browning that meat first, pulling the meat out, and then begin with the onions and jalapenos. And once that's all sauteed, add it back in. All right, but feel free to kind of add in your favorite little protein if you want to and make it good. All right, so our skillet's hot.
It's cold.
Hey, how you doing? It is chilly. We're outside tonight. All right, as you can see.
Thanks for letting everybody know about that.
Thanks. All right, so we got our cast iron here, our shrimp, and let's go over it again. Onion powder, garlic powder, Hoff's out of Chattanooga, chili powder, a little bit of cumin. All right, we're gonna add those in. Chorizo would be awesome. Did you just say chorizo?
That's what Liz said.
Yeah, chorizo would be awesome in that in the queso. All right, so I'm going to put these kind of in a single layer by themselves. All right. I'm going to let those cook. We've got our queso working there. Letting that cheese melt. We're going to close the lid. Ooh.
Melissa said, are you kids free tonight? No. We hadn't been kids free, I can't even tell it, since this whole Corona thing started.
Mm-hmm. All right, so let's talk about our, we'll get for Libby, we'll get to her because she was the first one to mention it. All right, so it wouldn't be a little Taco Tuesday. Sure, there's wines that could go with this. You could drink a cold beer. That'd be fantastic. But, in keeping in line with this program, we're going to go appropriate items. So we've got a little tequila. This is Old Mecca Altos tequila. It is 100% blue agave. It is actually made in the town of Altos. And it is a plata tequila. So plata kind of means, I know y'all have all probably seen it. You see plata or silver. You see reposado. That basically means a white kind of tequila, pulled right off once it's done. It put in barrels to age for super long time to pick up those other flavors. This one's beautiful. I know you can go to Cheers, pick you up a bottle. So that's what we wanted to do tonight. So we're going to keep it in line. And for me, it's pretty simple. I'm sure a margarita would be wonderful, but it's a little chilly outside. So we're just going to have a little... This is something great, too, at the end of the night. I know we're all bourbon fans, too. Probably a lot of us watching. And at the end of the night, you want to have a little sip of bourbon or something. But kind of to start, you could just do a little bit of this tequila. I like a little bit of fresh lime in there. and you're good to go. So
I
cheers.
can't do that.
Oh, it's yeah.
You have to take a sip because I can't take your sip.
I like it. The Altos is good.
I have to have something to mix
All right, so
it
you
with.
can see our queso here. It is really starting to melt.
We are to the point in the quarantine where tequila is most, with capital most appropriate.
Yes.
Liz Grisham said that.
Yes.
That is awesome.
All right, so that
I love it.
cream cheese has really begun to melt down. So I'm going to start adding in our 3 cheese blend. I have Fontina, which is a cow's milk cheese, kind of soft. I have some shredded cheddar, and I have some shredded mozzarella. Okay? So you don't want to dump this in all at once because you may not need all of it. All right? So I'm going to give about half of that. I'm going to give this a little stir here. Okay. Once I know that's kind of all incorporated, all right, I feel comfortable to add a little bit more. I know we don't have too much.
Ooh, somebody said try a little Fresca with tequila.
Ooh, when's the last time you had a Fresca?
Oh,
But a Fresca is fantastic.
Isn't bubbly the same thing?
No,
kind of?
Fresca was like was it grapefruit flavor?
I think
Fresca's
there's a bunch
great.
of different flavors.
So, all right, so let's check these shrimp. Look at that. You can already see gorgeous color from that seasoning.
Can you bring it up just a
Yeah,
little
man.
closer?
Let me just get it. Get a good. Tell me where.
Now down just a little.
Now down.
Ah, just a little up.
A little up.
Yeah, there you go.
There you
now
go.
I can see it.
Great color. We're going to
Yeah.
turn those over. Those are pretty much, I'm going to give them about a minute, and then I'm going to pull them off. They're done. We want them to be tender. We don't want it to be too overdone.
Hey, April.
In the
How are those
meantime, our
babies?
queso is melting down beautifully. We've got one more thing to do. Oh, I forgot. I'm probably a little late doing this. I've got some tortillas just wrapped in a little foil. I could probably throw them on the egg or do something. Typically, we just throw a pack of these in the oven. These are flour. I know there's a big... Are you flour or corn? Which one do you like better?
I like the corn better.
You like the corn?
Mm-hmm.
I like the flour. These are those extra fluffy ones that we like that the
oh,
kids
yeah, the
like.
kids love those.
So we got those. We got kids to feed.
Those
So
are
we're going to
just
throw
like
that on there.
the mission flour tortillas.
Yeah. Huh? All right, so the shrimp are looking beautiful. Our queso is looking extremely, extremely creamy and wonderful.
What is the cow cheese Carter asked? I might have missed that.
Fontina.
Oh, Fontina.
Yep. Okay. So, look, let me just show. So we have some gorgeous
Now that looks like the Southern Living now.
queso. All right. So, last thing we're going to do is we're going to talk about our toppings for our tacos. I got a couple of avocados here. What I'm going to do is this. You may prefer to have them sliced. Go for it if you like that. I've removed the pit on these. For me, I'm not looking to make a big guacamole here. I'm just looking for a little bit of topping on my taco. So we're going to just take the pit out, pull those seeds out. All right. I'm going to add a little bit of kosher salt in there.
It smells really yummy.
Thank you. We're going to squeeze a little bit of fresh lime juice over the top. And then what I'm going to do is, look at that, my things. I'm just going to mash these up a little bit. All right, that's all I'm looking to do on these.
Ellie, I think we need to add a guacamole masher to the wish list.
Yep, we do. This isn't the world's best. We're going to do this. There we go. It's our first disaster on the show. We survived it, though. There we go. We've mashed up a little bit of fresh guacamole. We're going to put it back. That's all I really need on mine. Is a little mash. It doesn't have to be super creamy. We're going to wipe it up. We're going to have a little sip. All right, and we're going to show you what we got to work with. I think that queso is done. Absolutely.
Ooh. The boys are gonna love that.
So we've got a gorgeous cast iron queso there. All right, what I like to do is I've got a little bit of this green onion left. We're going to mince up a little bit of that green onion. We're going to sprinkle that right over the top. If you wanted to add a little cherry tomatoes diced up, go for it, whatever you'd like. That'd be good, but in about 15 minutes we have a gorgeous cast iron queso, 3 cheeses, mozzarella, cheddar, a little bit of fontina, jalapeno, white onion, garlic. All right, looking wonderful. All right, so we've got our shrimp ready to go. I know these aren't going to be super hot, but I'm going to show you how I would do it here. So I'm going to throw, ooh, they are warm actually. I'm going to throw 2 on here, and we're going to build you one. I am a believer in a double wrap on a taco. Especially
like they do at Las Delicias.
Yeah, double wrap. Ooh, there we go. All right. So what we're going to do is we've got 2 beautiful little tortillas there.
You even do a double wrap on the flour?
Yeah, I do. I'm going to do a little bit of mashed avocado there.
Duck Boy Dean, he said he has a new scoring system. You're on 2 sips.
I'm on 2 sips?
Yeah.
All right. We've got gorgeous shrimp there. All right. And this is the part where you can really begin to have a little bit of fun. Okay? So, we're going to take a little bit of our, we can't forget about it, our gorgeous cilantro, lime, little cabbage there. So you put just a little bit of that on there. All right. And this is how you know we're going to be keeping it real. We've got a little cotija cheese here. All right. This is cotija. Very similar to me like a feta, but it is a cow's milk hard cheese. Really salty. They use it on a lot of traditional tacos. You can take it like feta. It crumbles, so we're going to crumble just a little bit of that cotija on there. We'll remove that big bit. And for me, I like a couple little radish right there.
That's so pretty.
And last thing, we're going to give it a little kiss of fresh lime juice. And folks, let me wipe that up. There's Taco Tuesday. Gorgeous little little spicy shrimp tacos. A little bit of mashed avocado. A garlic, cilantro, lime slaw. Finished with a little bit of radish. Cotija cheese. Fresh squeeze of lime. You wrap that thing up, push it down. All right, and it doesn't get much better than that.
Nice.
All right, so thanks for joining us tonight. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll keep them going. Remember, tomorrow night we're going to do, I think we're going to do the baked ziti. It'll be a fun one. I've got some beautiful bread coming. We'll be outside, hopefully, if the weather allows us. But thanks for tuning in. If you want to see more, check out the Instagram page at Cooking with Larkin. Go to the YouTube channel. Give us a follow. We'd appreciate it. Cheers.
Cheers.